Okay,
He's back. He's
Hussein
back.
left the chat for a second. So, guys, just for future, like for people who are kind of uncomfortable and scared of posting their music, because I know there's a lot of people who are into singing and into that kind of things, but they're too afraid to like put themselves out there. What is your advice for people who, even if like you're not the best person or like the best like singer or something, but you want to start, like what is your advice for people who are starting to sing and like also market themselves as singers?
I think um, number one, know your skills and how you can use them. And then number two, consistency is the most important thing. I know everyone hears this a lot, but consistency is the most important thing. And as well as that, I think you need to really ask yourself, why do you want to become famous? What do you want to achieve? What are your future goals? Because sometimes there are a lot of positives to fame, but there are, as well as that, there are a lot of negatives that come with it.
Wait, can you share
Like,
what they are?
yeah, like for example, like sometimes I just sit back and I wonder, do I really want to be famous? And I just sometimes I hold back because I just think I won't really have any privacy, you know. Anything like I text with people, I won't even know what's real. You know, the
Yeah.
relationships.
I think it's
It's
like,
a whole different lifestyle. Your life's gonna change.
especially
It's,
because like you think it's really, I would say you think it's really cool, especially when you're younger, like, oh, you're watching, I don't know, let's say Logan Paul on YouTube, and you're like, damn, I want to be like this guy. Like, I think it's a cool vision to have, maybe to work up to something, but the problem is you don't really realize, and you can even look at the history of all singers or famous people, how did
mm-hmm.
they end up, you know? Like, it gets to you at the end, and either you're not humble anymore, or something happens to your mental health, or you cannot just sustain anymore. Because even going on stage every week, or imagine you're on tour, like example of One Direction, because I watched a documentary, like they were just on tour for like 5 years, and just going up and down on stage, like they never even took a break. Of course, that takes a toll on you. That's extreme, of course, because they had immense success, but still, are you willing to give up your privacy, which maybe when you're 50 years old you just want to relax and just enjoy what you worked for? Is it
Well,
really worth it? So you have to really establish that.
it's like the song Justin Bieber, "Lonely." You know, he's
Mm,
literally
Oh, Justin
describing.
Bieber has gone through a lot of
exactly.
hardships.
Yeah,
But I think also because he started super young when he didn't even know what
Yeah,
he wanted or what he liked. And then,
100%.
He was in the spotlight, so that was really hard.
exactly. He
yeah.
says, everybody knows my name, but no one really knows how it is. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a crazy
yeah.
I
thing
would
to
say.
go through.
But to get back to what you said, like for people who are starting off or they don't want to post, like you just need to, um, post it. Like at the end of the day, you need to find inner motivation, either for, first of all, establish, so do you really want to be famous for this, or do you really want to pursue this? And then if you're like, okay, I do, and you've established this, then you just need to post it, because not posting it, first of all, will not give you the chance to show yourself, and second of all, you only have one life in the end, so you might as well post it. It's just a video of you singing, and if you're posting it, then you're already ahead of the people who aren't posting it.
Yeah.
And
So
and if people are judging you for posting something, even if it's not like a super amazing produced video, like
exactly.
screw them. Like you know, like they'll unfollow, and if they really have a problem, like they'll unfollow, and you will grab a lot of the attention of people who actually appreciate, first of all, you putting yourself out there, second, you like singing in general. So
Yeah,
if I feel like that's the main thing that holds people back. It's like, oh, whatever people are gonna say, or like I'm super scared. But it's not even just for singing. It can be anything. Like you like with your skateboard or like
yeah, of course.
dancing or like me with fashion or podcasting or whatever. Like if people don't like it, they can easily unfollow. And if they're
Of course.
talking actually taking time to talk shit about it, that means they're too jealous or they
Thanks.
literally had nothing else to do with their lives except talk about other people and make
Honestly,
fun of them.
I would say, like back to your. I'll try to link both these questions. So I'll say that if you really want to do it, then you're gonna do it, and the hate, or like let's call it the hate, it won't stop you, because at the end of the day, like you're gonna have to realize that there are sacrifices that need to be made. So you're gonna want to be famous, but no one famous doesn't have hate. Everyone has someone that doesn't want them to be where they are, and it's like, how much do you want that goal? Can you surpass the can you surpass the haters? And if not, then like it's like, okay, well then you couldn't make it. But if you can if you can go past that and keep doing what you're doing, and that's the idea, you just have to keep doing what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, like, no one knows the story of the guy who never made it, you know?
Which, I don't know if you guys heard, but there is like this spectrum. I literally saw this on TikTok, and it was like people who like you, and then like the difference between loving someone and hating someone is actually a lot closer.
Oh yeah.
Instead of like just liking or disliking someone. So if you want to be liked by everyone, like, just don't say anything, don't do anything, don't talk, like don't literally.
Exactly,
and then people will just think like, oh, she's cool, he's cool, whatever. But if you have a personality or also just a talent that you want to share, people are going to love it or hate it, and it's just something you have to accept.
Exactly. There's no way of escaping it. And if you think it's not going to affect you, then that's a lie. Because once I even now to this day, like people on Instagram or Snapchat, they always tell me like, dude, let's make some music, let's make this and this, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to make anything right now, like, because right now I'm not making anything. I'm just like trying to figure out what I really want to do. And you realize after a while that people only hit you up because they want something from you. You know, they want to have your name in the picture, or they want to do something, they want to like produce with you. And I understand it's out of a good heart, but like it gets very tiring after a while, for sure.
Because like, at the beginning, they're all making fun of you, and then they just want to use you instead of even just like, appreciating.
Yeah, this type of stuff sometimes as well.
Yeah, there's always going to be those haters. Like back in the days, I used to post fitness pictures, you know, shirtless pictures, whatever, abs. But the thing was, and some people used to hate on it or make fun of it. But the thing is that they don't realize is, I used to work out like, and still do like every day, or as much as I can. But I would work out, and then I would want to show everyone like what I've achieved, you know. That's
you want to share. It's like you are proud of yourself, and I think also you want to inspire other people to do the same for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Just like singers, they practice singing, they go to singing lessons, and then they want to they put out a song. So if a fitness guy goes to work out, he's obviously gonna want to post a shirtless picture or something, you know.
And
something you've achieved.
You know, the best part about a hater is that you, like, for example, when you hate about someone and it's obvious you're kind of jealous, people will stop talking to the hater because they realize he's jealous and things like this, and they realize he's like kind of a toxic person. But if they comment on your post, then that's another comment that'll bring your post up to the algorithm. You know what I mean? Literally. And so every hater, every person who's nice to you, like both of them are actually the same.
Have you guys seen those TikToks of people being like, when you purposely misspell a word so that haters can comment on your TikTok and that how to properly spell it?
We've done that so
to bring you up in the algorithm.
No, that's smart.
One of those, we did that sometimes, and it gets like thousands of views.
They're like, you dumbass, like this is how you spell it.
Literally.